And it has long been known that politics can be a dirty game, usually impacting those who are directly involved. But these days, you don't have to be directly involved to feel the effects of politics. Some evidence suggests that political beliefs are impacting personal relationships as well as an individual's emotional stability. As we wrap up our Mental Health Awareness Month series here on First at 4, psychotherapist Dr. Kathy Barton Brown joins us now live with more on politics and our mental health. And as always, Dr. Barton Brown, thanks so much for being here today.
It's wonderful to be here.
Yeah, so I guess the first question is, in your experience, how is politics impacting our mental health?
Dawn, like you said, it's always been stressful. But I would say ever since January 6th, that day, there is such a high level of stress that we've even created new terms to describe it, like political fatigue. And there's so much fear underneath, what's going to happen next, because it's real now. Before it was talk, but now it's real.
And that appears to be the sentiment across the nation. Let's take a look at some data from the University of South Florida. That's where researchers conducted a nationwide survey of 1,500 registered voters between May 3rd and the 9th of this year. And that survey found nearly 2/3 of registered voters describe politics as a source of stress, with many reporting disruptions to their social and mental well-being. 64% say politics is at least a minor source of stress. 18% of them say it is a major source. And Dr. Barton Brown, that same group of respondents, nearly 1/3 of them, said that this political season has also caused a fraying of relationships with families and friends. How do people repair that?
The way to repair it is you must have boundaries. There must be a place that is sacred in the friendship. The friendship becomes more about us and our history and what we know and love about each other, rather than the politics on the outside. So many times the boundaries, if they're not in place, it crosses over, and then we begin to bleed on each other because of our political beliefs.
Yeah. Well, how do we engage in this political season without losing our minds?
It is very important to have safe spaces, particularly if you're a husband and a wife, partners, you live in the same home. Do not talk about politics in the bedroom. Do not talk about politics at the table when you're eating dinner. Have safe places in the house where you engage about your different opinions about politics, so you can keep nurturing and building relationship rather than focus on the negativity that's in the world right now.
And when it comes to politics and our mental health, when should people seek help?
People should seek help when they are not able to sleep, when they notice they can't sleep, they're sleeping too much, or they're eating more than usual or not eating at all, and they are consumed with the thoughts of the political climate.
So it's pretty much the same with any other mental health issue you may be having. If you're sleeping too much or eating too much or not sleeping enough, those are signs that there may be a problem.
Self-care is important.
Yeah. On your screen there, you'll see some of that survey from the University of South Florida. We want to thank Dr. Kathy Barton Brown for joining us for this month, the month of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, to discuss how we achieve optimal mental health wellness. And if you or anyone you know is suffering from a mental health crisis, help is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That helpline is 988. Thank you so much, Dr. Barton Brown.
Thank you.